Something I have only gotten kind of used to recently is asking for help. And I still have moments where I just take on potentially more than I need to when there are people around me who I can just ask for help. And I think it's not that serious. People are more willing to help than we sometimes realize or want to accept. I have a tendency of just wanting to figure out what I'm doing on my own. That could be with work or personal or projects I have. But we do have to be willing to accept the help that is given, even if we're not ready to ask for it yet. Because people do like helping, people do like giving when we are open to that and when we open and let them hold space for us. It's difficult, but letting someone see a little bit more than what we let onto others can be beneficial to our mental health. Because we can't just keep it all in all the time. There's gotta be people in our lives that we speak with. Not just speak to, because I have people in my life where their conversation style is more of they listen, and we love listeners, but I prefer talking with someone, having a bounce back ideas off of, or something I'm going through. And in my current life, I just moved states before Christmas. It's April right now, so I'm still meeting people and building those connections. But even people you don't know very well, you'll find that they are usually willing to help if you do intend to build a friendship or a relationship or whatnot. Even strangers are willing to help. Like even small things. Like I've had my phone die, and I go into a store and just leave it to charge for a bit, and I go off and do something. I come back and I grab the phone. Like it's also a level of trust that we need to get to, because it can be scary asking for help from a stranger. I'm still scared of that. I would only ask for small things, of course, but something as simple as asking for directions or asking for a charger for a sec. I'm a good bit of people will probably help you unless they're in a really shitty mood. But the love is out there. The help is out there. We just have to be open and willing to let people hold space for us. We have to be willing to accept help and ask for it. Because asking is a whole different thing. A whole new adventure. Because I'm still scared of asking for help. I like being very independent on my progression. Hi, Leahy. My cat just came up. Wanna see him? Wanna say hi, bud? No? Okay. I think when we communicate just a little bit more and open the discussion and open the doors, it does get a little easier to ask for help. But it takes time, and it takes that first step of asking for help. You gotta get the ball rolling. And then it just gets easier. It just gets easier. But that's really all I have to say. So I'll see you next time.